Hey there, Vinny from Project Frugal. What would you say if I gave you $1 million in $10 bills? You'd be pretty grateful, wouldn't you? Well, the bad news is I haven't got $1 million to give you, but the good news is we've invested another $1,000 in Denise's portfolio. Let's check it out. And here we go into Denise's portfolio, another $1,000 invested in the portfolio. Okay, so the balance on Sharesies is slightly more than the balance here. There's a couple of reasons why. We'll go through that shortly. Anyway, we're 54,967 according to this. If we go and have a look at Sharesies, we are 55,01973. And we've got the investments and we've got the peanuts. Peanuts? Peanuts, you say? Well, let's have a look at the peanuts. Because in this video over here, we invested into the Sharesies Save Scheme, which is currently paying 4.6%. So what we're doing with the money that would normally just sit in the wallet doing nothing, waiting till we've accumulated enough so we can invest something, we've put it into the Sharesies Save. It's earning 4.6%. We scroll down here, we had $1,359.60 in the wallet at the time, as of the 28th of July. We've put that all into the Sharesies Save. It has made a whopping 69 cents before tax. Withholding tax has been taken out, in this case 12 cents. We've made 57 cents for doing nothing. Okay, so 4.6%, yes, it doesn't cover inflation, but it's better than the money sitting there actually doing absolutely nothing. And when the time comes, when we've got enough money to make another investment from the peanuts, we'll transfer it over to the wallet, we'll invest in some more stocks, and Bob's your uncle. And you can see the chart here as we put the money in. You can see a lull here where we're not actually putting any money in because we're saving to get another Sharesies plan. Once we've got enough money, we buy the Sharesies plan, we put the money in, the balance goes up, so forth, so on, and we'll keep doing that. And if we go and have a look at the last month, let's just have a look at the last month. We can see the balance here, 46,871. We did put some money in at this point here, 47,782, 52,283. If we have a look at the total return there, negative 2,000, well, what do we got here? Just under $2,000 in the negative. If we go back here, we were $3,800 in the negative all up across the entire portfolio. So in the last month, the portfolio has recovered well over $1,800. It's gained $1,800, let alone the money that we're putting in. That is a fantastic result. And let's hope it continues like this. It could be another month or it could be another 2 months. We could be break even. I can't believe it. That would be amazing. And as we've discussed in previous videos, there is a slight discrepancy amongst the Sharesies portfolio and my custom built application. And that is purely because of Kingfish Limited warrants, which we're not tracking, currently $29.06. And also in this portfolio, Marlin Global warrants, $23.23. So we're pretty much pretending that that money doesn't exist. It's 52 odd dollars. I don't know what happens with warrants. I haven't really looked into it. I've done a little bit of research, didn't really understand it. You can sell them, you can save them, you can, yeah, I don't know, you can buy some more things. They're worth X amount of money. I think Kingfish just gets some more shares, diluting all the shares and all that sort of stuff. I don't really understand it. If you do know something about it, leave a comment below. Inform me, educate me. Moving on to the portfolio, you can see we've made a whopping $14.93 today. Spent it already on a steak and cheese pie and a custard square from the local bakery. Steak and cheese pie. It was fantastic. Well, technically we haven't actually taken any money out of this portfolio, but if we did, that's what we'd be buying. Yeah, my tummy's looking good. So we're just going to call it pretty much $55,000. We've put $57,000 into the portfolio. We're down a couple of $1,000. Some dividends have been paid, or they're coming up here for Australian Foundation Investment Company Limited. What else we got there? Nothing at the moment, but there should be some good payouts in September. That's pretty much the premier month in New Zealand. March, April, September, October are the best months for payouts for dividends. The total down here, negative 2011. Ignore that number. I will fix it up. Next time we run this particular series, we'll also be tracking the amount of interest that we've gained from the peanuts. 57 cents at the moment. We'll have to see what it looks like next time because we've put some more money in. It'll have a little bit of a chance to grow. Should be a couple of dollars. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe, yeah, maybe a couple of dollars. Maybe $5. Who knows? I don't know how much it's going to be. Haven't worked it out, but I'm looking forward to seeing what's going on with that. Let's go and have a look at the dividends. And now that June is finished and July has finished, $252.24 in June, just eclipsing the previous year of $250.67. And July definitely did a lot better. So sometimes the dividends will kind of just, they might pay them out in June, but they might not actually pay them out into July or things like that. Or they might be due in July, but they might pay them early, depending on what happens with the particular companies. So this one's up a couple of dollars, well, not even that. And this one is up almost $100. So overall, $50 a month for each particular month. Can't go wrong with that. That could be $600 a year. Yeah, 12 months, $50, 600. Yeah, sounds good. So nothing much happens in August, and at the moment there are no payouts scheduled for August, and we might not get anything in August. So we've tried to design this portfolio so we get a little bit in every single month. May not always be the case, but there may be other stock options that we haven't purchased that might fill in the gaps. And I'd be happy, to be honest, if we just made $20 in the down months when hardly anything's paying out, just so it's got something to look forward to, even if it is only $20. I'm expecting in September and October, looking at those numbers there, we should be improving those numbers as we continue to invest in the majority of stocks which do happen to pay out in March, April, September and October. Moving on to the NZX 50 charts, the week is roughly the same, the fortnight is roughly the same, the month is definitely up, the 6 months is definitely up, and the year is definitely up. Long may it continue. And moving on to the transactions, this portfolio started on the 22nd of April 2021 with a $5 refer a friend bonus. Excellent. And we put in $495 to make it up to $500. And the following fortnight we put in $1,500. And that's how the snowball started, averaging with $1,000 per fortnight. And you can see we've only sold the one investment there, the $4.91 for CDO Investments, which was the first ever investment. The ones in yellow are all the dividend payouts. The ones in green are the purchases. And all we're doing is just building it up. We get the dividends. They get reinvested back into the portfolio. We get some more money. We put it into the portfolio. We get some more dividends. It all goes back in. It goes up. It goes up. It goes up. So now that we have moved to our Sharesies plan scenario, there'll be blocks of purchases and there'll be blocks of dividends. So we've still got two things to cater for on this particular application. We're not going to be factoring the Marlin Global or the Kingfish warrants. We won't worry about those. We will factor in the monthly plan fees that we pay, whether it's $7, the $7 plan or the $15 plan. Probably leaning at the $7 plan at this stage because I believe it offers slightly better value for the amount of money that we're able to invest. We'll be covering that. We'll also be adding in any interest payments we get from the Sharesies Save. In theory, the money should be roughly about right, excluding the Marlin Global warrants and the Barramundi warrants and the Kingfish warrants and all those warrants from Fisher Funds investment instruments. And there you have it. Only $2,000 in the red, not far to go before we break even again, up to $6,000, over $6,000 in the red at one point. We're getting closer. Shouldn't be too long before we actually break even on this portfolio. But who can predict the market? Because you never know what will happen. It could just go belly up and we'll lose the lot. Unlikely. But anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Make sure you hit the bell notification. Have a great evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are, and we'll catch you later.